All right, thanks very much for clicking on the video. This is Gulpane, just back with a quick VR response, a video response, not a VR response. Multiple grenade launcher. So I'm going to do a quick video response today to my old pal, who I think has retired from YouTube, Voorhees Retro 81. So hope everyone's okay with Voorhees Retro 81. I just haven't seen him, I haven't spoken to him in a while on the social media that is YouTube, for us people that don't use it as a business, obviously, who just use it as a means of communication. So this VR is the top 10 Mega Drive games. So Voorhees Retro 81, he done his top 10 in 2 parts, but I'm just going to do it in 1 part because I'm not a huge fan of the Mega Drive. I don't have a Mega Drive. I have like one of those at-game Mega Drives. Someone bought it for me as a present, and it was like the sound on it was terrible, so I didn't really get into it. I have the Mega Drive collection for Switch and the PSP Mega Drive collection, so that would be the extent of my Mega Drive collecting. I also have a fake Castlevania game that I bought by accident, but my wife collects Mega Drive Disney games, so she's got a few as well. One of them appears on the list, so let's go through the top 10 Mega Drive games. Right, coming in number 10 is a game that I really like. But and I can finish it quite fast as well. It's Quackshot starring Donald Duck. It's a really good platformer. The music in it is fantastic. The controls are great. I just wish it was longer because it's such a really good cartoony platformer. I really like those sort of cartoony platformers. I'm always looking for one. Like Aladdin is another good one as well. But Quackshot is fantastic. It's really good. And then number 9, then we've got Maximum Carnage. So this is one I'd like to own on the Mega Drive or the Super Nintendo, a copy of it, particularly like the red Super Nintendo one. But the Mega Drive one is like it's almost an identical game, I think, to the Super Nintendo one. I think so anyway. There might be like some sort of graphical differences, or obviously the music could be different in the Mega Drive and the Super Nintendo one, but Maximum Carnage is like awesome. You play as Spider-Man and then you go and beat everyone up, and then you know it's like the comic book, and then you play as Venom as well, and then it's excellent, fantastic game. And then coming at number 8 we have Castlevania Bloodlines. So this probably wouldn't be one of my favourite Castlevania games. I wouldn't play it quite a lot. I'm more into the Metroidvania style Castlevania games. But Bloodlines is awesome. You got 2 characters, and it's like the old-fashioned sort of like Nintendo NES style Castlevania, but it's on the Mega Drive, and it's kind of an upgraded one. I think it was a kind of a forgotten one. A lot of people didn't really like it, and then it sort of had a kind of renewed, like people liked it or whatever later on. And then coming in number 7 we have Arrow Flash. So this was a game I had when I was a kid, and I always remember I had the Japanese box. It wasn't the EU box and it wasn't the American box, it was a Japanese box. It had like an anime character on the front of it, which was literally the only reason I bought it, because it had an anime character on the front of it. And it's a sideways scrolling shooter. It's not a really good shooter, but it is like, it does have very good music in it. So excuse me 1 minute while my turtle tries to climb up on her. I'm back. My turtle tried to climb up on her rock and she got stuck, so I had to help her. Arrow Flash, really good game, fantastic music, and just like one of the kind of, it's not a really good game, but I'd have nostalgia for it for the Mega Drive. And then number 6 then is Beyond Oasis, or The Story of Thor. I think it's called The Story of Thor in these territories here in the EU. And that one's like a Legend of Zelda kind of copy, but it's really good. I played it on the Mega Drive collection for Switch, and that one's really good. One that I played years and years ago, number 5, is Phantasy Star 4. So I remember this was one of the first RPGs I ever played, and it got me into RPGs like there was no tomorrow. I missed out on all the Super Nintendo RPGs when I was a kid. The only RPGs I had were like Phantasy Star 4 and another one on the list here. But yeah, Phantasy Star 4, awesome RPG. Like, spoiler alert, but like one of the main characters like dies at the start of it, and you're like, it's shocking, like, especially when you're a small child, as like I was. But yeah, Phantasy Star 4, amazing game, like such a long game as well. And then number 4 is Golden Axe. So the first Golden Axe, I can play the first Golden Axe over and over again. I can clear it like in 25 minutes or whatever, not the world record, like, but like very short time. I love the first Golden Axe. I could play it right now actually. Tyrus Flare, or play it in 2-player, and it's such like the backgrounds. I love the backgrounds and the music and everything. And the Mega Drive version actually, I'd play that over the arcade version, or obviously is it on the Master System or something? I wouldn't play those versions, like, but the Mega Drive version is the one I'd go to, because I don't know, it's just like excellent game. And then number 3 then is Shadow Dancer. So this one, I'm not sure if this was re-released on the Mega Drive collection as well, but I play Shadow Dancer like love it. Excellent game with the dog Yamoto, and you know, it's such a, the music on it is excellent, and the controls are just fantastic, and it's such like a cool like arcade game that you can just pick up and start playing. It's excellent. And then coming in number 2 then is Streets of Rage 1. So Streets of Rage 2 is okay, but I'm not a huge fan of it, and Streets of Rage 3 I don't like that at all, it's too hard. So Streets of Rage 1 is my go-to, like Streets of Rage. I love Streets of Rage 1. Me and my housemate, I've said this many times in videos before, me and my housemate used to play at university, and we tried to get like, you know, get the 1,000,000 points. So you have to clear the game and then say yes to Mr. X and then go back to like stage 7 or something and to get the 1,000,000 points. But yeah, Streets of Rage is awesome. I love picking Adam or Blaze. Sometimes I might pick Axel, but it's Adam or Blaze all the way. Top drawer game. Didn't like Streets of Rage 4 at all. Just kind of lost the charm for me. And then coming in number 1, my favourite game on the Sega Mega Drive or / Genesis will be Shining Force 2. So I had this when I was a kid and I played it to absolute death. It's such an awesome game. It's like a strategy RPG, and it's set in like medieval times, and I actually got Shining Force 1 for the Game Boy Advance a while ago and played through that. That's fantastic as well. But Shining Force 2 is just on another level. It's such an excellent game. The story is excellent, the characters are excellent. There's so many characters to pick up as well. But there's one bit in it, I've said this before, there's one bit in it I got stuck on for like, I don't know how long, for ages and ages and ages, where you have to put like a bit of wood into a tree or something, so I got stuck on that. But other than that, that's what made me actually replay the game over and over again. I was trying to get past that bit. I thought I missed something. But yeah, so yeah, thanks to Voorhees Retro 81 for requesting that people do video responses to this one, and I've done a quick response here myself. So if you've got a top 10 Mega Drive list, let me know in the comments section below, or do a video response to Voorhees Retro 81, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Adios.